want to see it shoot some sparks, man.
That's awesome.
What the freak? Oh my god. You guys joined me at an event that you wouldn't normally find a Mercy, and I hate being that guy, the guy that shows up to a race tuner drift event in his basically stock Lamborghini. I am the Lambo guy today. We are here at Slush Motorsports Festival, and yeah, they have drifting, autocross, drag racing going on over there, and then they have a bunch of show cars on display right behind me over here, and then we have the Mercy on display at the Turnstile booth. Found the boy Austin all the way out here. This is where he left me. We got the Mercy out at his team's booth right now. Yep. Good old Turnstile. Parked next to some car that's arguably harder than the Mercy. I mean, dude, freaking RB20 Laurel.
Yeah, it's
right?
RB20. Super rad car, but it's super low. So the oil pan is actually like just as low as the kit.
Oh man. That brings me back to like the 13. It's a wild combination of cars that you would never see, but something of mainly our age that I'd probably appreciate the most. How have you been feeling about the drifting stuff? This guy right here was like, you know, we would slide together, we'd be out there, and then we both have abandoned our S chassis since. So, do you miss it? Do you want to go back to it? How have you been feeling on that?
It's funny because like whenever I come out and see drifting, it's like instantaneous, I need to build another car.
Yeah,
but
that's
then,
what
like,
I've been feeling here
when
too.
you don't see it like every single day, you kind of like get desensitized to it, and you're kind of like, oh, it is what it is. And so after I sold the 240, it was definitely like that. It was like, all right, I'm done with this. I don't want to get back into it. But whenever you see drifting, it's like, yeah, kind of another fucking.
It's tough. I mean, it's about to be summertime, which is like kind of off.
It's the off season.
Off
so
season,
off
yeah.
season from Washington.
So if I were to look for another platform, I could look now because then the prices would probably be cheaper. But there's no point in getting all into it, at least currently. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm with you on that. Like being here, I'm seeing these cars. It's like I'm like thinking like, ooh, I want to try out what this layout would be like, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. No.
But then I also feel like once you're not here, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of maintenance.
I definitely thought about it, but still, it's like there's tires, there's maintenance, there's gas for the truck, gas for the car, and then snacks and drinks, and then driver's fees, and then maintenance afterwards, and then tires again for another event. It's an expensive ass hobby. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not cheap by any means, but no motorsport is. So.
Yeah. But it's interesting because we would all slide together as a group, and when he moved down here to Arizona a few years ago, I think that's when things started slowing down a lot more. Definitely. And I think the group kind of fell apart. So then once the people are kind of out of the scene, then it gives you a lot less incentive to want to go out to the track.
No motivation.
And I think that's what kind of led it into me selling my car. But then it's weird because like, yeah, now we're back. So it's like,
we just come full circle.
Yeah, I know, right? And yeah, I mean, I think if I got back into it, I would get with a chassis that's a lot less cool, probably a lot less style, but way more reliability. So probably like VQ, V8, just something, you know, Corvette or 350Z, like, because I think that's one of the biggest pains is just having to always wrench and like maintain after every single track day.
Well, it's not only that, but like S chassis are getting to the point where you can't just go on Marketplace anymore and find a door.
Yeah.
You know, or body panels, and kits are expensive, and they're just getting way more expensive now. And not even S chassis, but like E36s, E46s, they're all getting up there. So
yeah, exactly.
It's really hard to find like a decent chassis to actually go out and enjoy.
So you have like an E30 project,
yeah,
and you've just been tinkering on that.
Yeah.
And that's just going to probably be like street. Yeah.
It's like a street like enjoyment car. Like I don't really want to build it for track because the 240 was like hella scary to drive just because it was so rattly and it was going to fall apart.
So he seems pretty content. So I think We probably
I'd
won't.
contend
We
for
won't.
sure.
We won't be seeing Austin back out there ripping, and I think I'll probably be held off for a bit too because of that. If anyone, basically, to answer the long story short question on if we get back into drifting, I'd say it's still on standby. I'd say it's still probably a no for now.
It's a pause.
But yeah, it's a pause, exactly. But dude, it is probably the single one motorsport that I will like fanboy appreciate and just still always like, you know, have a love for sure. I always see these on like Google Images or like iFunny, but like someone actually has done it and I get to see it in person. But he's done the good old taillight pun right there with Rick and Morty. This is iconic. Good use of a G37 right there. I already know my boy Who's Nasty Fox Dustin would appreciate this right here. But this is about as best as the C6s come. Full ZR1 and what's the white called?
Arctic White.
Arctic White right here. Yeah, it's pretty uncommon you'd see them in this color. You usually see them in blue or even black. You gotta tell the camera how you guys chose this color.
All right, so at work, we had all this leftover paint that we decided to mix together and combine into one, and this is what we created.
And it's honestly a super fire color.
There's midnight purple. I call this midday purple.
I call it pigeon gray. It's like a pigeon.
It's actually like almost like a gray lavender, I would say. Yeah.
People ask me what color, I just tell them all of them.
Yeah, it's got like metallic to it. What body kit even is this?
It's a
R34 style body.
R34 style.
Okay. Dang, I love how the whole thing just freaking shakes when you just slam it.
It's a 91 Honda Accord wagon.
Is this just an OEM fender?
Yes. Cut and welded.
That's cool. You made your own vented fender right down there.
Welded and it's just,
I love how, yeah, you even, this is all flat.
yeah.
And you basically created an insert and a pocket with the OEM, and then you have the venting.
Owning a Z, it's so hard to stand out and be a little bit different.
No, you're right, you're right.
You kind of have to.
Yeah,
be
get creative. Yep.
And I mean, so I'm trying to go for that's why I'm just keeping the OEM paint.
One last detail I like that keeps you standing out. You got the new logo on here.
Yes. Like I said, working at a body shop, we get like our hands on a lot of parts. He created his paint by saving up paint. I got that off of a total Ultima. So.
That's perfect. The body shop comes in hand.
Exactly. It really
As you can
does.
see, the steering wheel is from the
Yeah,
total.
like
Yeah, I was gonna say, what in the world is going on here?
So a buddy of mine actually had a Z, and it was a horrible accident. Horrible accident. He survived, but his face implanted himself into it was bad.
No way. This is why you don't buy cheap aftermarket steering wheels
And
right
he
here.
folded up at these.
Yeah, I mean, it held up pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we like the 3 spokes or do we not like the 3 spokes? That
I
is
like
the
'em.
debate.
I like them, honestly.
Zach likes some.
I think that genuinely, if the fitment is good, then the face can honestly be whatever. It's just, you have to have the fitment down, you know? That's my take.
Yeah, I do not like 3 spokes, but here's what I will say. Them on this car, they honestly complement some of the styling cues of the 33 more so than other cars that I've seen them on. I feel like just that swooping angle in the wing kind of goes with the swooping design of these 3 spokes right here. And it is cool because it is a very JDM period correct thing. I mean, the whole car actually looks pretty period correct.
Kind of like the era of this car is when they were kind of being ballsy with this, kind of like, you know, 3 spokes. It kind of started around that.
Yeah.
So I feel like it just fits. I feel like I'm looking at a car from that era, you know?
But you guys can comment down below if you guys like 3 spokes or if you dislike them, because frankly, there's probably not a more polarizing wheel than these. It's not like you can go much below that. Once you get into 2 spokes, I think that's
That does exist.
It does exist, yeah, it does. And I don't know how safe that is, and I don't know how that works. Or you got the April Fool's 1 spoke.
Yeah. Someone's got to actually do that one day. That's got to happen.
It's gonna go down the road and the whole wheel just collapses.
So some people go so detailed with their builds that they even get, for example, like this car, matching cans, like soda cans. This guy's got Monster. And
He's got
I
the
guess-
Doritos.
Yeah, Doritos. He has
That's a JDM
so is
Doritos
the Monster
bag.
can. I didn't notice that. So yeah.
Yeah, it has Japanese lettering all throughout it. So he's got JDM snacks that are color matched
I love it.
to his complementary accents on this car. That's detailed right there, and
Extra points for
that
him.
is much appreciated. We are rolling out, and I just noticed we still have the turnstile sticker on the front windshield. Do you want to go grab it real quick? Can you even reach it if you like went around right there?
I mean, in theory.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Alright, we can't let that sticker go to waste.
No way.
So, we're just driving around on our freshly mounted rubber with our new wheels, and I got a little TPMS light, and I feel that my steering has greatly altered itself. Let me pull in right here. But basically, we have a leaky tire. We'll have to see how bad the damage is, but I feel it in my steering. It's not the worst, so it's over here. All right, we're still alive.
Oh wow, it's close.
But it's getting down there. You could definitely tell. Think about the sidewall here, and then the sidewall down there is like almost half of it. It's hard to see on camera. Luckily, we haven't shredded off the tire yet. And the other lucky thing is that I had a weird feeling that this might happen. So you always gotta come prepared. We got the portable air compressor. We just plug this into the cigarette lighter, give it some power.
What are we at?
We're at 12.
Wow.
Dang. So, if anyone watched the video where we mounted these wheels, you'll notice at the end of the video, we did notice that we thought they simply just didn't fill up the tires all the way. You never know if those tire shops get them up to spec. Well, it turns out they probably filled them up all the way at discount, but they're leaking. And so it was leaking out air. We refilled it, and then of course, it's leaked out again. Hopping back on the freeway now. We're gonna try and limp her. We just got 9 minutes, 8 miles to go to a discount tire, and hopefully they can solve my issue. We're thinking that it's just a leaky valve stem. Obviously they're brand new wheels, and they were leaking from the get-go, so it's not like I could have cracked the wheels or anything like that. This thing started like losing air fast as soon as I got on the freeway though, so being on the freeway now, I'm gonna keep the speeds like super slow into the right lane so that keeps us alive. As soon as we mounted it, we knew that the levels were low. We definitely couldn't have like cracked or damaged anything since.
Yeah.
It was just, yeah, there's a...
So you just bolted these on as soon as
we put it on, we actually thought you guys didn't fill them up all the way, and then we realized, oh shoot, they're probably leaking now because it kind of stayed like that.
Gotcha.
So
you got the keys on you real quick?
yeah, sun's going down, guys. We're literally like sliding in at the last hour.
Time's a
They
ticking.
probably got like 30 more minutes until they close, but the car is inside the shop. They're gonna take the wheel fully off and troubleshoot from there.
So I'm just gonna dismount it really quick and see what's holding it up real quick.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, all right.
All fixed up. Just a little leaky seal in the back end, but she's all good to go now. Shout out to the discount guys. Nothing like rolling out 3 deep.
The vibes, bro.
Yeah. ZL1 meets its arch nemesis, the good old Shelby GT500 out here.
Wheels too.
That thing is nice. Imagine, yeah, he's literally, we just joined him on a drive.
Little toe gang.
Here we go. What the hell?
What?
Dude,
Oh, that was crazy.
I love this thing. He just did that. He just honked and then we just went. That's so funny.
Later, buddy.
I never could have predicted that. Like, I just roll up right next to him so that James could film him, and then he just honks and just floors it. Like, oh, we going. Like, I wouldn't have even known. That's so funny.
Mr. Turn.
Yeah, we literally went
That
out
was
of
worth it.
Yeah, we went out of our ways just to follow that dude. We're not even supposed to go this direction. James, did you see this?
A little bit, but that's okay. I'm
It's
pretending
fine.
it.
we could just say, I mean, it's barely noticeable. It's not even perched up. It's as if this thing fell down. So I
some dirt on it.
yeah, it's literally just, I'll just put a,
Put a lock over it.
yeah, exactly. Oh, trespassing. I think that's fine. Beautiful sand spot to match the sand car.
This was a twin turbo version of that same car.
Okay. It is still twin turbo?
This one is, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, this one's twin turbo. I didn't even know.
You even put it on the side.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, I
We
didn't
can't read.
I didn't know it either.